This is a live CCTV feed from an active scam call center. Today, I'm going to show them their own security cameras right here on my screen. I will call out their real names, watch their reaction.
You are Sanjeev. You are Sanjeev. I know you manage the chats.
Camera is taped forever. Now let's expose them and expose their entire operation. But that's not all. I will also help refund the money they scammed from innocent people and work to take down their entire business. If you support this kind of content, please consider subscribing. It takes a lot of effort to track down the scammers. Alright, let me explain how I found these scammers. One morning, I got a text from my friend saying his mom had just been scammed by a call center and she lost $499.99. So I asked him to send me everything, the number they called from, the link they gave her, and screenshots of the download page. What I saw next immediately raised red flags. When someone buys a brand new Amazon Alexa device, the setup instructions tell them to download the Alexa app. So naturally, they go on Google and search something like download Alexa app. But instead of finding the official links like the App Store or Google Play, they are met with fake sponsored scam links. This site look almost legit. Clean interface, nice layout, professional looking logo, but behind the scenes it's a trap. Now, once you are on the website, the victim is given multiple download options. Since I'm using Windows, I went ahead and clicked on the Windows download. That's when things started to look sketchy. A fake looking progress bar appeared, and after loading for a few seconds, it threw the same exact error message every single time. Network error, we couldn't complete your download. Please chat with our team for more details. And there is a button right below. It says start to chat. At this point, I already know where this is going. The moment I joined the support chat, the scammer pretending to be tech support asked me for my phone number and my name, telling me they will call me back to help me fix the issue. Once they got me on the phone, they did exactly what I expected. They tried to convince me to install remote access software so they could troubleshoot my device. Now here where it gets interesting. I did the one thing you're never supposed to do. I let them remotely access my computer. But while they thought they were never connecting to me, I was actually connecting to them. I reversed the connection and now I had access to their computer.
Let me just show you.
Yeah, show me. I don't know what ID is.
Look over here. Do you see that? Over here. These are the people who are connected with your computer, sir.
They are connecting with my computer right now?
Yes, sir. They are connected right now.
Right now, the scammer thinks she's connected to my computer. But in reality, I have connected right back to hers. I'm watching her screen and she tries to run the scam on me in real time.
With your devices. Yes. And in order to do that, sir, in order to install the device drivers and to make sure that they works fine on your computer and there'll be no trouble in the future. How long you want the driver? So you want it for the 2 years. You want it for the 3 or 5, 10.
She starts pointing out so-called issues on my PC, but in reality everything she's showing is completely normal. Classic scare tactics. Every word she said so far has been a lie. And now comes the pitch, the big one. She's trying to sell me one of their most expensive support plans, claiming it's the only way to fix the problem. I see the prices is $299 for 2 years.
Yes, for the protection on your devices as well. For example, if in the future somebody gets connected with a computer or your IP address and they try to do any bad activity on the devices of yours, they won't be able to connect with you. So
Okay, beautiful. So all I have to do is to pay for the security and the problems will stop?
yes, sir, and you will never have any issue gain on your computer.
So honestly, I wasted enough time of this scammer, so I decided to confront her about this scam.
Yes, sir. Do you want this driver? Do you want the security? or you don't want this?
I don't know. You're telling me something wrong with my computer when I know it's not. I think you are a scammer. Are you a scammer?
Why would have a scammer?
You sound like a scammer. Why you are disconnection from my computer? You fake scammer.
That's what you think, sir, and I'm not disconnecting from your computer.
But that's the truth. You know you are a scammer and you're lying to me.
That's not the truth.
So, where are you located right now? While that was happening, I was silently taking a look into this scammer network, and that was actually when I found the set of CCTV security. I guessed the password to the security cameras, and suddenly I could see everything happening inside this massive scam call center. These live feeds give me an inside look into the daily lives of the scammers and revealed exactly how the operation was set up. For the first time, I had a clear view of the call center layout, their routines, and how they run this scam behind the scenes. Now I needed solid evidence to prove they were running a scam. I managed to gain access to a few machines inside the call center, and what I found gave me a rock-solid proof of their criminal activity.
Okay, that is also not working. It's giving me the same error message. Can't reach the page.
Ma'am, I'll do one thing for you. I'll guide you through a few steps on your computer. Please follow my instructions. Let me connect to your computer remotely and I'll get it all set up for you. Would that be okay?
That's fine.
At this point, I have heard enough. It was the time to step in and warn the victim about the scam. Hi, hello.
Hello.
I just wanted to ask you, you were on the phone with a gentleman that sounded like an Indian a second ago.
Yes, he did call me on my phone.
I wanted to tell you that person wasn't from actual tech support. I deal with fraud like he was a scammer.
Oh, so that's why he was trying to download stuff on my computer.
Yeah, just like that. I wanted to warn you for the future, like if someone ever tells you to install something like that on your computer, it's like 99% always a scam, okay?
Okay, thank you so much for telling me.
Thankfully, I was able to successfully warn that person about the scam, but sadly, many others had already fallen victim before I had the chance to intervene. I became painfully clear when I downloaded thousands of photos from the scammers' computers. Images showing payment confirmations through credit cards and checks ranging from 100 to 1000 and even high as 3000. All for absolutely nothing. One photo in particular truly disgusted me. It showed an elderly man being forced to turn on his webcam, write a check, and send it off to some random share company in the United States. This is exactly why I wasn't just focused on exposing the scammers in India. I also wanted to identify the people helping launder the stolen money, because the ones processing these checks are just as guilty. I set out to uncover the identities of every single person working inside the scam call center in India. My first approach was to dig through the scammers' computers, hoping to find personal information. Unfortunately, this didn't work out. Most of the files were strictly related to their scam operations. There was nothing that directly revealed who they actually were. At this point, I wasn't sure how I will identify all 30 employees, but then something interesting caught my attention. One of the CCTV camera feeds, I spotted someone in a separate office cabin. This person turned out to be a key lead, one of the call center HR managers. I figured this out because the room she was working from had a clear sign that read HR room. That's when I realized I could use the CCTV cameras themselves as my main tool to gather more identifying information. So once I gained access to her computer, I ended up downloading over 500 files, and these weren't just random documents. I know immediately that I had stumbled onto something huge, because the very first files I opened included employees' resume, ID card photos, and even clear pictures of the scammers themselves. But the biggest discovery was a spreadsheet that listed the full names, phone numbers, email addresses, and even home addresses of every single agent and manager working at the call center. This was a massive leak of the company internal data. When I gained access to the laptop of the HR manager, I discovered that she also had full access to the company financial accounts. I managed to retrieve several passwords and use them to log in to their PayPal and Stripe dashboards. From there, I issued refunds to all recent victims and immediately reported the accounts for fraud. both of which were eventually shut down. But here where it gets really insane. I uncovered records going back years, and based on the data, they were stealing nearly 100,000 every single month. Over the course of 12 months, that's $1.2 million. And even you look at the full time span between 2021 and 2025, they scammed over $6 million from victims across the US and Canada alone. So with all the information I had, what was still missing? I still didn't know where the scam call center was physically located. I had access to two CCTV camera angles showing the exterior of the building. One of them gave me a view of the entrance, a small road, and a security booth. But that alone wasn't enough to pinpoint the exact location. However, I noticed something interesting. The call center had Wi-Fi networks not just inside but also outside the building. By analyzing the names of those networks and measuring the signal strength from the scammers' computers, I was able to know their physical location. When I plugged the coordinates into Google Earth, it zoomed in on a very specific place, Mohali, Punjab. Once I dropped it into Street View, I saw several clues. The Villa Verde residential tower, Cork City, and a building labeled the Atrium, also with references to Cork City. So based on this evidence, I'm confident that the scammers are operating from the Atrium Cork City building in Sector 74, Phase AB, Mohali, Punjab. Now that I had everything, the evidence of their scams, personal information, and even their exact location, it was time to confront them. I wanted to see their reaction when I called them out by their real names. So I used the camera feed from a computer that was right near them, close enough to watch them. Then I made the call and revealed their true identities one by one. The goal to scare them, to let them know they are not anonymous, and to remind them someone is watching.
Hello, how can I help you?
Yeah, I think I can guess your name.
No, you can't.
Your name is Sanjay, and your friend next to you is wearing a blue shirt, right? So Sanjay, why are you scamming people?
What? How do you know that? No, you're wrong. Sir, you're wrong. My name is not Sanjay.
Yeah, your name is Sanjay. Don't act surprised. I know exactly who you
No,
are.
man. How do you know all that? Tell me.
Oh, really? So you don't know Chavi or Rajat, your HR manager? Come on, Sanjay. Let's not play games. I'm literally watching you right now. Look up. You see the CCTV camera above you? Yeah, wave at it. I'm watching you in real time.
You're making a mistake. How you get access to get cameras?
No, I'm not mistaken. You are the guy managing the chat, right? So tell me, how are you not involved?
No. You're wrong. I told you are wrong. Stop. Please stop. How do you know everything about us? No.
You are panicking, Sanjay. Pass the call back to David.
Hi, hello, Sir David. With you on the phone?
Oh, so you are David now, wearing a blue shirt, right? Look behind you. Yeah, at the CCTV camera.
What? Who are you? I'm not wearing a blue shirt. And we don't have CCTV cameras? Wait. How do you know all of those things?
You know Skyfair Travels? That name ring a bell. Turn around in your chair. Go ahead, turn around. I'm watching you right now.
And I'm not turning. And yes, you are right. I'm wearing a blue shirt and we scam people. What you can do about this is anyway, you can do nothing to us.
Okay, you're laughing now. You are going to be on YouTube and everyone's going to watch this and see your dummy face. Okay, we're gonna see, little boy. So basically the scammer that I just confronted decided it would be a good idea to tell the boss, Rajad, what just happened.
Sir, there is a problem. These CCTV cameras are in someone else's control. And then he was saying, I took the call and he said, you are Sanjeev. I know you manage the chats and you wearing pink shirts.
After this conversation, they put paper on all over the webcam. This camera is taped forever. So this is what happens when they confront scammers with their own truth. But this isn't over. There are still more call centers out there more victims to protect, and more scammers to expose. So if you want to see more of these takedowns, and make sure to subscribe, share the video, and help us to take this fight even further. Stay safe and stay one step ahead. Love you guys.